Like, I get the system's corrupt, but if you don't have any evidence, it's been 3 years, you've told 5 stories, like, how can any of them look at me with a straight face and say, yeah, you're good, you know, this is normal. This is exactly how it goes. I'm not allowed to have a pretrial conference. I can't have a non-testimonial hearing. I mean, pretty much, I'm not allowed to do anything besides lose, apparently. And now the latest is that if I don't have an attorney for trial, I automatically get defaulted because I'm an LLC, but I'm not. They called me an LLC erroneously, and I filed, hey, can you correct the spelling of my name? I'm not an LLC. I'm just Southern Maine Construction. No, you can't. And if you don't have an attorney, you lose at trial because they called you an LLC. So they erroneously called me an LLC, and now they're going to actually win because of an error they made? They're going to benefit from an error they made? Like, that's how our system works now? And the judge keeps threatening to default me for various things. Especially, he says ad hominem comments. So, okay, hold on. They can commit fraud, but if I say, hey, you're committing fraud, I get in trouble? Like, Twilight Zone shit. This is Twilight Zone shit. And then this clown, sorry, excuse my language, this clown, Paul McDonald from BernsteinShur, he's their chief counsel. Oh, Mr. Rinaldi, I've looked through all your filings, and there's no merit to your case. I'm like, okay, Paul, if that's the case, just send me one piece of evidence. And send me one witness you have and one piece of evidence. That's all. That's all I'm asking. Just send me one. That's it. You know, it's been 3 years, and my case is before the Supreme Court. So, I mean, you must have a mountain of evidence, first of all, if it's before the Supreme Court, and it's been 3 years. But, you know, let's for shits and giggles, just send me one piece of evidence. Oh, you can't? You don't have any evidence? Gee, my case is without merit? Are you joking right now? And he says, oh, you're going to weaponize anything I say. Okay, Paul, seriously, go break another law. Go rip someone else off, buddy, because this is insane. Like, the fact that you, with a straight face, can say, oh, your claims have no merit, and you're harassing, even when as far to say, people at Bernstein are scared of you. Scared of what? What have I done? All I'm saying is you're committing fraud. What's scary about that? You're scared of me, because I said that you're committing fraud. Like, come on, dude. That's their latest thing. Oh, this guy's harassing us. So, it's crazy. I mean, to the point where I had my banner downtown in Deering Oaks, and they sent the park ranger, they sent the police, they even sent the prosecutor. Have you ever heard of a prosecutor going into public and dealing with someone that's allegedly breaking the law over something that's equivalent to a parking ticket? I mean, seriously. The prosecutor is downtown telling me I'm slandering their name. I'm like, so BernsteinShur has enough power that they have a prosecutor pretty much in their pocket going down there trying to deprive me of my First Amendment rights. And the prosecutor's only concerns are, we got to protect the park. From what? What am I doing? I'm not bothering anyone. I'm not even saying anything. I literally have a sign. And I have a sign that says BernsteinShurSucks.com. So you're telling me if there's no merit to my case, why wouldn't they have sued me for slander? Why wouldn't they have done something about it? Obviously, because it's true. All of it's true. I mean, this is just batshit crazy. I mean, if you look at the evidence, there's nothing that they say or do that's truthful, and they have no evidence, and they just didn't expect someone like me to be able to learn the law and defend myself. Not only defend myself, I'm off the floor with these people. I make them look like idiots. But not in our court system, because apparently in our court system, if you're buddies with the judge, you get to do what you want. And that's including fraud, which is just disgusting. And we should all be scared shitless that these people might get away with this. Because if that's the case, we know the system's corrupt. We know it's just not fair. But this is another level to that. If you could file a lawsuit on a made-up story with no evidence, and the other party has a mountain of evidence telling a crystal clear story, and potentially win, I mean, we're all screwed. If that's where we're heading, we are all screwed. That means that not only is the system corrupt, the system's bought and paid for. So, I mean, any person that sees this, any person who looks at this evidence should be horrified. Now, if you read through their filings, I mean, oh my God, the guy can talk. James Monteleone can talk. He's very good at it. He can make things sound believable. So if you read his filings, you might be like, oh, this sounds kind of good. You know, maybe there's some truth. No. Just read between the lines. There is zero evidence in his filings. All he says is, I disagree with your characterization of the evidence, or that's unrelated to our claims. I mean, like I think I said in a previous video, they state that purported errors, they call perjurious affidavits, the perjurious affidavits of Andy Lord, Matt Dibiase, and Drew Pierce. He calls them purported errors. These purported errors are unlikely to affect the outcome of our case. Basically, these purported errors have nothing to do with our case. Hold on, your only evidence is affidavits. I'm proving those affidavits are perjurious, and you're saying, oh, those affidavits had nothing to do with our case. Okay, well, they're your only evidence, so if they have nothing to do with your case, then what evidence do you have? You got a lawyer, a corrupt lawyer, just basically rambling on at the mouth, saying, oh, yeah, we win, you breached the contract. Saying I breached the contract doesn't mean I breached the contract. I mean, seriously. I mean, are we 3 years old here? Like, seriously. Like, it's disgusting how corrupt the system is. And I just look through the evidence, look through the depositions. I depose their plaintiff, which they have no witnesses left, and they have no evidence. All they have is a plaintiff. And he already committed perjury. So when I deposed him, he basically had amnesia. I actually like the plaintiff. I feel like he's just a pawn as well. But I don't remember. And I asked, why did the closing fall through? Oh, I don't know. I wasn't given that information. Hold on. You're suing me for breaching the contract, but you don't even know why the contract was breached or who breached it. You don't even know that you breached the contract. Like, seriously? And then James is sitting there saying, well, why did they have an obligation to tell you? What do you mean? I'm telling them I have the legal right to walk. They clearly knew that I thought I was terminating the contract legally, that I was legally walking away. They knew that they were offering money, like things were going back and forth, and then they led me to believe that I was legally terminating the contract, and they were okay with that. And then he says that, why'd they have to tell you? Well, if I'm terminating based off their reputation, then yeah, they obviously have to tell me. I mean, clearly. I mean, it's insane to say otherwise. Again, they're the plaintiffs. I'm the defendant. I don't need evidence. They do. I just need to prove that they don't have a case. And the crazy thing about this is I have a mountain of evidence. They have no evidence. And yet, 3 years later, here we are. So, yes, it's gotten to the point where I got a 100-foot banner that says BernsteinShurSucks.com, and I'm going to run that thing until the wheels fall off, because I'm not stopping until I get justice. I will go door to door. I don't care what they say about me. I don't care how bad they make me look. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a stand-up dude and I'm a good person, and I will go door to door for as long as it takes to expose these corrupt people, because this is wrong. And who am I to just let them do this? Seriously. Enough of this, because I have money, I can do whatever the hell I want shit. Seriously. It's time for people to stick it to them, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, if they were smart, they would just drop it, and then this would all go away. But instead, they're going to force me to make them look like clowns, because they are clowns. And that's the bottom line. So, buckle up.